What is up, everyone? I'm Pinecone Enthusiast, and welcome to my first gun build video of this more recent patch. Well, I shouldn't even say more recent, it's been a few months now. And I decided to do this build because I just hit level 20, and I've been stagnant around level 15 to level 20 for quite a while now, and I've been noticing some issues with like running guns and stuff with the flea market right now. Pretty much M4s and any type of 7.62, even your AKs that run BP, all the ammo is pretty much untouchable right now, all the good ammo. And it's super expensive. So I've been kind of, testing out some builds and everything. And I wanted to show you guys this build that I've been using. It's super cheap. It's actually the VSS, and a lot of people who have played the game for a while will know that the VSS used to be an absolute monster. It was pretty much the most used weapon in the game about a year ago now, and since then it's kind of fallen off, and I'm not 100% sure why. I know it did get nerfed, and it got nerfed, but not that badly. And I'll show you guys right now what I noticed about the VSS. It used to be a complete laser beam, right? It was point and click before. It was untouchable, rate of fire. You didn't have to do anything to it. It was super accurate. But when you look at the VSS now, it still has 66 vertical recoil. Now, that's really good. One thing that I noticed about the VSS is that it feels like its horizontal recoil is a little bit awkward, and I'll show you guys that in the hideout. But other than that, that's really the only thing that I could see why the VSS, how it got nerfed. So it's still a super strong gun, and in this build it's going to be really cheap, and it'll allow you to pen really high class armor and actually allow you to compete with the level, high level 30 to 50 players, because I'm noticing a pretty significant gap right now in low level players' ability to actually get ammo that can compete with the chads, you should say, or as people say. So with this VSS, it's super easy to make. All you need is the flea market, which is level 15 now, and then Prapor level 2. Loyalty level 2. So first off, with the VSS, you're going to see that this is actually a scav gun. The VSS is found on scavs all the time. It's sitting at 50 grand right now. Now, I actually picked up my VSSs for like 35 to 40 grand, so they're super cheap right now. And a lot of people might, shy away from them being scav guns. The durability is low. Honestly, you don't really have to worry about that right now. They changed the durability and the weapon jamming. They reduced it significantly. I've ran this VSS for about 6 raids, and it hasn't jammed a single time. Now, obviously, you can get unlucky and you could jam, but as of right now, it's totally worth the money. And because of that, I've died with this VSS a few times, and I always get it back in insurance. The only thing that people do is take my scope. So it's a pretty good investment. No one's really going to take it because, one, they can't sell it on the market, and two, they can't even sell it to mechanic. They have to sell it to fence because of the durability, and it's just not worth for someone to carry it around. So to get to this build, it's really ammo focused. So you can see that I have SPPGS here and SP5. Now, once you get Prapor Loyalty level 2, you can actually buy SP5, which is great. You can buy 100 rounds of this for 23 to 24 grand. And SP5 is actually a really good round. It's actually better than 5.6A1, which goes for like 12,000 on the market right now. And the shell absolutely shreds. Now you see that I have SPPGS here as well. This you're going to buy off the market, and it's actually pretty cheap. And SPPGS actually has 64 damage and 50 pen. You're going to pen slicks with this with this round. It's insane. And you can pick 30 of these up, and that's usually what I would do. I'd buy 30 of these, and you're going to see it's about 27 grand. Now, that's pretty expensive for ammo, I do understand, but what you want to do is you want to take 30 of these rounds, right? And then you want to break them up into your 20 round mags. So what I do is I run my first 5 shots that I shoot in every single mag are going to be SPPGS, and then the next 15 are going to be SP5. So I load my SP5 first, and then I load my 5 SPPs after that. So that way, in every single time that you reload, at least for your first 5 mags, you're going to be shooting extremely competitive ammo. And if you run into a Chad, you only need 2 shots to the chest and you will drop them. The 64 damage is absolutely insane. and this is going to come through in many situations. And when you think about it, you can run about 5 mags of this. Now, while we're talking about mags, the easiest way to get these mags, obviously they're 20 rounders. It does hurt a little bit, but when you get Prapor Loyalty level 2, you can actually buy 5 of these on reset. Now, you can trade them for a car manual. And if you look at the manuals on the market, they're only like, I've seen these at like 3,500. They're literally pennies. So people don't care about those. They don't care about the manuals. So what you're going to do is you buy 5 manuals and trade them for 5 of these mags. And you can see the mags sit about between 10K to 20 grand. So you're going to save a lot of money with this, with your low level traders. So once you get your mags and your ammo for the VSS, you're going to want to scope. Now, what you can do is you can actually slap an OKP7 or a Cobra sight right onto these. Now, the Cobra sight, I kind of stay away from it because it's really tall and a lot of people don't really like it, but the OKP is a little bit shorter and it looks really nice. It's the green sight. You guys will see it in a minute. You can buy that for 12,000. So that's pretty much the build. The only other thing that you can add to this is this little mount right here and a times 400. You can see it's a B3. This B3 goes on the front. You can buy it for about 9 grand, and then I slap a times 400 on it. So I have the ability to use a flashlight and a laser for a little bit better hip fire, and then giving you that flashlight so you can loot a little bit better, also blind your enemies, see a little bit better. That's completely up to you guys. Now, that is it. That's it for the build. So you get a VSS, you're rocking some pretty great ammo, and you're also rocking pretty good statistics with your recoil, your horizontal recoil, and sitting right at the mid-table 45 to 50 ergo. So at the end of building this gun, it only costs 150 grand to run this VSS with your mags, 120 rounds of ammo, your 5 mags, and this is the extra SP5 from buying the 100 rounds. It's only 150 grand. Right now with the market, that is extremely cheap. You can't run any SMG that's going to be competitive for that. You can barely run an AK that's going to be competitive like that. And mind you, if you run an AK, you're probably going to spend more money on attachments, and you're also running worse ammo than the VSS, and you're not going to get it down to 66 recoil and the 900 rounds per minute. And this thing also comes suppressed. That works out great. So I'm sure that everyone has ran a VSS before, but let's just show the accuracy of this gun right now, and it's pretty nice. Now you run it at full auto if you can crouch, and this is not going to be, I'm not going to pull down or anything, it's just going to be straight recoil. Now you can see it does actually travel up pretty hard, and it moves to the side a little bit, but it's, compared to other guns, it's actually very, very accurate. And if you control it, run full auto, you can actually hit chest and head pretty easily. But actually a way that I like to run my VSS most of the time is just by tapping. It's a very accurate gun and you have extremely good ammo. So all you have to do, those are your 3 to 4 rounds of SPP, you're going to drop anyone. It's simple as that. The rounds hit like trucks and you've got 50 pen. No one's going to be able to touch it. The only thing you have to worry about with the VSS, and what I noticed quite a bit when I got into longer engagements, the 20 round mags do hurt you a little bit. So you need to make sure that you bring extra SP5. And then when you have any type of a lull in a fight, you need to start repacking your mags. That's something you just have to stay on top of. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope it helps you lower tier guys like me, or I shouldn't say lower tier, but the more casual people who are not, you know, rocking level 40 at this stage of a wipe, and you keep getting, the Chads are just cleaning the floor with you right now. So this gun will definitely help you be more competitive, and it's a great budget option right now. And I honestly would love to see more people running the VSS. It's almost like one of Tarkov's vintage guns at this point. No one really runs it anymore. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this guy helps you guys out. Peace.